Hello and welcome to another fantastic time on Owigo TV. This is Real Talk. We say it just as it is, irrespective of how anybody feels about it. My name is Owigo, and as usual, it's becoming a norm. He's basically, our in-house analyst. We'll be dissecting, basically national or international issues, but more focus would actually be on Nigeria. Ambassador Wahala is our guest. Nice to have you.
We're back again.
We are here again.
A lot of people were like, please don't bite Owigo. And a lot of people were like, please take it easy on Owigo. The country is biting so hard. The country is biting so hard, and that is why we must be passionate with our country, Nigeria,
and how to go about the change.
And the first thing is, how do you carry Nigeria in your mind?
Once upon a time, they used to say Nigerians are like the happiest people in the world. Do you think that narrative is still true?
We are still the most happiest people in the world because.
Are you sure?
Yes, Owigo. There is no situation that Nigeria will find ourselves
that
we will not adjust.
No wonder we buy fuel 1,000.
It does not even affecting us.
Everybody's moving.
Everybody's moving.
Like nothing happen.
Yes, because the prayer is God who deliver Nigeria in the hands of Abacha will deliver us in the hands of Tinubu. That is the prayer point now that people are doing. That God, because
done it before.
A man that we are known for protest, a grandfather of protest. In his own government now,
you know what made the protest?
You don't want people to protest. You understand? Court according to Nigeria. So, and you see that word, cut your coat according to your size. That word is made for Nigeria. We know how to adjust. We've adjusted. If I don't have anywhere important going where I'm not going to make money, I'm at home.
You park your car.
I park my car.
For this lavish lifestyle that we believe in before now, do you think is a case of we had excess? Because all over the world, right? What is going on right now in Nigeria and how people are trying to manage themselves, manage the resources. That's like the norm in other countries.
Yes.
But for us, it's new.
You see, I want to take mindset of some ministers under the cabinet of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Asiwaju to take a deep breath, and some of them should take a bow and go back home, because the reason is they capitalize on. If they want to increase any impose tax, increase fuel. Do you know what they do? Do you know what these folks do now?
What they do?
They go to nightclub in disguise.
And see the spending power.
And see the spending part of Nigeria. These are people who work so hard for their money.
So based on that, they now go and make their decision.
Now, when they come, sometimes they may not even enter into the club. They pass and they see traffic everywhere.
Cars. Exotic car.
Exotic car. And again, they monitor the club's owner through the bank transaction that was coming into the flow cash that was coming in. And they will not go and take a decision. How can these people complain if for a pump price is 1,000 naira?
Meanwhile,
if somebody can do Dorime of 350,000 naira, one bottle, and they are doing like 10. Not only in this club, not only here, and they have their boys that they send out to go and do the assessment. You see most of these guys in the club, once somebody is pumping Dorime, those boys are the one holding their phone. They will record and go and show it to Oga. Oga, you can see, Nigerians are not suffering. They are boiling. Meaning they've forgotten that 75% of these people who goes to this club are frustration. They are depressed. They don't want to die of boredom. They have to go out
and spend money.
And spend time.
Okay, not money.
Not money.
But time is money.
Now, this 30% of it are commercial sex worker who also come out, who cannot afford. They believe that once I'm out to dress as a lady, a man will pick me home. He is going to pay for what he need. At the same time, they've forgotten that club is a meeting point where you can discuss and negotiate business.
Normal business.
Normal business.
What these guys they do? Normal
business where you can sit down together and take a glass cup of wine, a glass cup of champagne together and discuss business way forward. You can see people go there in the name of real estate, in the name of being a consultant. What can I get in your company? What can your company offer me? What can I do? But these people feel. And it's this now that we are telling them. If I am at home where I stay, where I'm in bad Z, not bad A, bad B, bad Z, where lights come, bad Z are the ones that our lights we low, we high.
How did they determine that band? How did they determine those who were supposed to be in band?
What is the name of this minister of power? Adelambu or what? And that man sector should be a farmer. Yes, because it's only a farmer who know a poultry farmer who will tell you that this one is boiler and it will produce a good egg. Big egg, let's keep it here.
This other one,
this one is it will not produce. It's just for consuming. You understand? And he looks at it as a consuming area. That this is band A, this is band B. We all know it's a scam.
Because, I mean...
Band is a scam, but we go.
You put me in band C. Does it mean I'm less Nigerian than those who are in band A?
What do you mean by band C, band D? When the we are in rainy season, there's constant power supply. Let us finish the rainy season, whether there will be lights in band A or band B. Because we are short of manpower. The gas that they are deflecting in the Niger Delta area is what we can use to generate our own electricity. That is why I said he could have been a minister of agriculture. He's been deceived. He's been deceived. A minister during his turn as a minister, in every 3 weeks, the national grid will collapse.
I mean, even if it is somebody never job.
It will collapse. Is national grid need blood tonic? Does not our national grid? Do you need energy drink for you to walk?
Making it collapse.
And the minister will come out and tell us this is band A, this is band B, this is band C. Band A people are the people enjoying light.
24/7.
In this century, we still have high tension cable in the front of our house. A small rain want to fall. NEPA have taken light.
Maybe if the wire is wet, I don't know what will happen.
So then now, me that doesn't have light at home, and there is a place that they called a club, where I know I will charge my phone and my power bank, my source of income, that I will charge it. Won't I go there?
Why not?
And I know that if I'm to buy fuel to on generator at home,
it is going to cost you more.
It's going to cost me more.
Exactly.
And I will just go there with 500 naira or 700 naira or 1,000 naira just to be chilling on the bottle of any liquor and just be vibing as the DJ is dancing. And I'm dancing away my sorrow. And as soon as I leave the nightclub again, I wear the clothes of depression, of sadness as a citizen of a great nation that has been blessed with rich human and natural resources.
Ambassador, there's an agency called Nigeria Bulk Electricity Trading Company.
What are they doing?
They are responsible for selling electricity to neighboring African countries.
African countries. Where is the money going to?
Now, a question where I ask you that.
Where is the money? You don't need to ask me, because there are some questions that when people ask me, I feel like suffocating them. I feel like strangling them. If Nigeria can be supplying other country light and we are still paying for this, or we go, there is a cost in the land.
And those countries are uninterrupted power. Uninterrupted power supply. And Nigeria is the one supplying them.
I've been in Niger we supply them light.
Imagine.
I've been in Mali, we supply them light. Far Mali.
I know the off. The light no the off.
At all. If there's going to be a maintainer, they fly their helicopter. Is that not you call it?
Yeah.
During our time, we call it Zuzuzu. We fly their helicopter and it will go and they will make an official announcement.
Carry out maintenance.
Do you know?
The chopper will be hanging.
Can I shock you?
While they are working.
Can I shock you? Do you know Nigeria still supply other countries water that they drink and we don't have water? Our water board are not working.
So it's not only in oil and gas that we
have.
It's
not only in oil and gas. That's what I said. This country is rich, blessed with human and natural resources. A statistic in International Waters Day, Nigeria water is rated as number 2 in the whole world. Our water.
But number 2
in the whole world. Number 2 in the whole world.
They use and do. That means we can actually make money from water.
Very well.
As a government.
Yes, very well.
You know, the government is supposed to be run like a business.
Yes, but they are not. They are running it in their pockets. I take no exception. I take no permission to say that.
So they are not in any way running government like a business in Nigeria.
They are not. They are running it
like their personal business.
Family, friends, and personal business. I don't care. You understand? When a car broke down, instead of you to maintain that car, instead of you to work on that car, and the next thing is, let me get another one, and you leave that.
You abandoned that one. I bought fuel yesterday at 1,120 naira.
Congratulations.
How many Nigerians can afford to do that? Buy at that amount, feed their families, pay school fees.
Since this increment or increasing of fuel, now Nigeria's 30,000 jobs has been lost.
Yeah.
And you are telling our girls not to involve in commercial sex worker. I'm telling you what I am saying.
Meanwhile, you didn't make
now 75% of the married women are now cheating in their husband's house.
Because they
want to take care of their children, because they want to cover up for their husband. Because the resources is no more there to manage. Go to Barnes. Everywhere, I'm using the Federal Capital Territory where I live as an example because I know a lot of people are watching.
Yeah.
Everywhere in Barnes now, you see a print paper, sales girls, sales boys needed. How much are they paying for shop? A shop of 9 million naira. How much will you and the so-called wicked landlord who has built a house or built a plaza for the past 20 years are increasing their rent?
Then they say there's inflation in the economy.
In the economy.
After they don't build 30 years ago.
They are increasing.
They did not buy cement yesterday.
At all.
They did not buy block yesterday.
They are not even doing anything maintenance.
But they will tell you the economy is
now, before you see somebody who rent a shop, to equip that shop, to sell that clothes, to sell that shoe, to borrow money from bank, and to pay the sales girl. And the federal government has made it mandatory that anybody who cannot pay the minimum wage of 70,000 naira Owigo should be persecuted. And who is patronizing them?
Is the private sector a part of this?
Who is patronizing? Without the private sector, what are they doing in the secretariat? Sleeping, peeling a bussy.
But the same private sector is finding it difficult to pay 70,000
naira because the TUC and Nigeria Labour Congress did not even consult the masses. They did not consult the masses.
But there was a representation.
Representation of their pocket. Representation of their own selfish interests.
The organized private sector already, even before the president arrived at 70,000. The organized private sector when they were having that whole discussion around the minimum wage. Organized private sector from beginning, they already accepted 50,000.
Yes! Thinking that labor will fight for reduction of weapon price. The only thing that joined me and you together is this subsidy, is this fuel pump price. You want to drive Okada, you need fuel. You want to drive your car, you need fuel. You need fuel to power the energy that you want to use. Now, this is the only thing that joined us together. Whether it was subsidy bus are available, can subsidy bus enter inside Gariki and Gwa? We are going to use Keke or Okada, because subsidy bus can only drop you, and you that you are living inside Lokogoma,
you drop it for road.
You drop it for road. You will still need something that will take you home.
Okada, Keke,
and now.
Even those TNG buses, are they even available in Abuja? I never see them.
Now, Owigo, you remove the subsidy. May God bless President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
So that was a good move?
That was a good move.
Okay.
But the foundation was not laid. Yes, Baba mean well for Nigeria.
Many people don't
because
see that
Atiku Abubakar, in his campaign, he said he's going to remove this first subsidy. Peter Obi said he's going to remove the first subsidy.
Gradually.
And then, and what is it called? There's nothing like gradually, so we're going to remove the first subsidy. Gradually is my sister's statement, Aisha Yusuf.
Okay, that
is a statement. It's from only her that I'm hearing it. And if Peter Obi want to do, he's going to remove it gradually and gradually. You don't beat a child and you ask that child not to cry. Then you must be a wicked beater.
So the move the president made on the 29th of May, 2023, when he said subsidy is gone. Is a right one.
Is a right one. Are you hearing me?
But the resultant effect doesn't seem right.
Who are these oil marketers cabal?
Who are they?
We don't know them. We don't know them.
But they say if you want to solve a problem, the first thing to do is identify the problem.
Identify the problem. Baba, Tinubu, Jagaban, Twale, as I always greet, knows that this perimeter of ringing Baga are a bunch of thieves. Only.
But how long will they continue?
Now,
those thieves.
Because it depends on now me and you who is suffering it to say no.
It's okay.
Don't kill us. This oil cabal, they have eaten the future of my grandfather. They have eaten the future of my father. They have eaten my future, and they want to eat the future of my children. And I will not. If there's nothing, I must say, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, thank you. Because the kingdom of God suffered violence.
Only the violent ones taken it by force. But we're not saying you should be violent, though.
No, we're not. They understand what we're talking about. That this this subsidy is a violent, and we have taken it by force. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have taken it away by force. Like this thing must stop.
Some people think that's the first step, right?
Yes,
stopping subsidy. But that in itself hasn't stopped oil theft.
Now, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you want to...
Because there are also allegations, right?
Now,
you have Nigerian Navy warships. No, not warship. You have Nigerian Navy gunboats escorting illegal vessels out of Nigeria's waterways after they don't come thief the oil or buy from whoever black market they're buying from.
Now, some people bypass light through the meter. Nobody can do it except a NEPA staff.
Okay.
No electrician can do it except a NEPA staff. And the same NEPA staff who bypassed this light for you, who collected almost 300,000 or 400,000 naira from you and said nobody will know, is still the same person who go to the office and tell a colleague, say, you see that house?
When I go
there, they don't bypass lights. Now me do one.
Collect your own.
So you go there and collect your own. May God bless late Sam Sultan, who say one day the bushmeat go catch hunter. Who be the thief? Who be the hunter? even thief dey follow dey shout ole. If we first to comot the fuel subsidy from the hands of people that does not even have a jerry can, who are claiming to have a vessel, who are claiming to become a marketer. If first of all we collected this from them and say, oh yeah, ole, shut up, you are no longer eating, then we now begin to trace to
check other leakage.
Check other leakage where they are thieving our oil. Because even thief go dey follow dey shout ole. Yorùbá proverb say gbogbo wa pátápátá lólè. Ẹni tí ilẹ̀ bá mọ́ bá òun ni bàrà o. All of us na thief. Na we dey break wey dem catch. Now we go shout thief. That is why you go see thief go call thief. During the time of Baba Obasanjo, Baba Obasanjo who is telling the current government to fix Nigeria economy. Baba Obasanjo sold all Nigeria assets. Everything that be privatized, everything that belonged to us
is privatized. The only thing Baba was not able to do as of then was the NNPC. To sell the NNPC. Where is Nitel? And if he could, he would. Because some people have already registered it.
Yes.
NNPC is now a private company, a limited liability company. Registered under the Companies and Allied Matters Act.
So now, when late General Sani Abacha, my own best president Nigeria has ever produced, the man who have seen it all, who want to make life easy for us, who want us to be ahead of Libya, who introduce national identification card for me and you as a citizen to be benefiting from the economic of our country, from the natural resources that God has given to this country. May God Almighty grant him Al-Jannah Fidiat.
Amen.
Abacha was the one who started Gwarinpa Estate, the largest estate in the West Africa. Call it Owners Occupier, Honda FHA.
Federal Housing
Authority. Baba Obasanjo came into power. What happened? Ota. He sell it. Where is the money? What account can you give? United, who bought United? Where is the money? What is the account?
NEPA.
And you are not saying they sold NEPA. They to Power Holding and Ian. Then now you are not still coming out to advise Nigerians, the government on board.
Even some economists
shout ole.
Some economists, right? And some analysts have actually said that Nigeria has much more. Nigeria we do not even know how much resources we have. That's why we cannot manage it.
Do you know that one of the mineral resources we have in Nasarawa State, do you know it can feed Nigerians? Nasarawa alone.
The entire over 200 million people.
Yes. Do you know Jakarta
still
can take care of Nigeria? Do you know that Zamfara Gold can take care of Nigeria? Do you know Osun Gold can take care of Nigeria? Do you know that and what is this thing that they are using in producing battery that we found in lithium in Ogun State, Abeokuta? Do you where the Chinas are there mining and Dapa Biodu is not doing anything. He's painting his white beards. He's sitting. He's laughing, smiling. Do you know he can feed? Common ethanol. Produced in Ogun State, Abeokuta. Precisely my local government. I'm from it for local government. Ibogushowumi
can be exported.
Do you know it can take care of Nigeria?
Yeah.
Do you know part of the deal that they were having with Ogun State? That was what led them detaining the presidential jet.
Imagine. That's one state though.
One state.
Gisi of one state.
One
Make
state.
them start to seize Nigerians'
and
assets.
Up to now, go to Abeokuta. There's no road.
So what did they eventually do with the money? Because whatever money
for
it
their
was,
family and their self and lavish.
Japan.
To sit down, a governor will tell you want to eat the kidney of a fresh cow.
They'll go and look for a
They go
fresh
and a cow, live cow.
Not only kidney you want to
You just want to eat the kidney. You just want to eat the liver. And because of that, they will kill. You say, I want it many. They will slaughter like 20.
Kabusa Joshua. Azeli and go chopper finish. Just kidney and liver. Yes. So you people go and do whatever you want to do with the remaining.
No, he doesn't care.
So that's how the money keeps going.
That's how the money go.
Ministry of Mines and Steel Development. Are they in existence? What exactly have they
Who is
done?
their minister?
Oh, I don't even know.
And that should be Dele Alaki. Are we not talking of Dele Alaki?
No.
That's their minister. A minister that was supposed to be Minister of Information and Communication.
Ministry that is working. You're not going to forget their name. Ministry where they work. Did you get?
Like when you talk about FCT, we know Wike is working.
Nobody will think twice before they mention Wike.
We know Wike is working. We know that Dr. Miriam, the Minister for State for FCT, we know that they are working. Some ministries, I don't even know the name of the Minister of Information and Communication.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know that sometimes I say, it has been long on Kulai talk.
You would forget it lie down in period, don't finish.
Do you know that sometimes I will say, I miss Frank Woke Jr. Do you know that sometimes I said I miss what is it called? This man from Niger State.
Nasarawa, he contested for governor in Nasarawa State, former Minister of Information,
Labaran Maku. Do you know that sometimes I miss Professor Jerry Ghana? But I don't even know if we have Minister of Information and Communication because they are not communicating with us. Do you know how many millions that the Honorable Minister of Creative Industry is now spending on speaking English on television?
Without creating anything.
And
it's supposed to be a creative
industry. Do you know that there was a time that we pay her a visit? She wants Nigeria to be acting American movie.
Action film. They're acting it already now.
She wants. Do we have those facility? Yes, we have it. But were they created for it? No.
Bandits are acting action film.
So
kidnappers.
Every time you on Chinese television, in after 10 minutes program, this woman is talking. Hi, Royston, I'm believing in the country of Nigeria. You on Arise TV. Hi, Royston. You on AIT. Those things are not free. You are paying for what we did not need.
What we don't
As a creative, do you know? Let me give you an example. Do you know how much comedians spend to organize a show? You pay the hotel, you pay the cameraman, you pay this, you pay usher, you do all this, advert on TV, on the radio, and all that. Do you know that we are contributing entertainment industry, most especially music and comedy industry? Now, if they are contributing to our GPR, we are contributing 2%.
Yeah.
And you are not fixing it.
And this is an industry
Abuja does not have national theatre. They just finished renovating national theatre in Lagos. At the end, they will give it to themselves to manage. Abuja does not have national theatre. Abuja does not have national library that is presentable. It's an abandoned project in central area here.
Oh, central area.
The one they are building in central area, the national library.
That one that has one long
distance beside a Sahad store.
That has been under construction for like 20 something years.
It's an abandoned project. Do you know those are the areas that can attract a tourist center to Abuja? That people will daily want to come and say, okay, let me come and spend weekend in Abuja to go to the library. If our library is so standard.
And some countries thrive on tourism.
Yes!
Like they get the bulk of their revenue from tourists.
Do you know that I have a friend who came to visit me? He came all the way from Russia based on the post that I posted on Facebook about this crushed rock of a thing in Pape. You know that this guy came, and this guy was looking. And at the point, do you know what this guy said? He said, if this is my country, do you know how much you pay to come to this place?
That place?
But it's free. It's free. In fact, just of recent, I was told that they stopped people
from going there.
I took this guy to Jabi Lake. And this guy was looking. He said, Ambassador, I said, yes. He said, do you know what comes to my head? I said, what? He said, I feel like that there should be hotel. Like 20 scraper on top this water. That this is, and I said, yes, we have the idea. We have sold the idea and we have eaten the money of the idea.
But don't you think corruption has eaten deep, like so deep, that it has got even to the younger generation that they don't even know that things should be done
in this way,
in a proper manner. Everybody now, their backyard. Let's not even go into cybercrime. That one is a different topic altogether.
We thank God now that the EFCC are doing a very big awareness on cybercrime, and now the international community are beginning to see us like, hey, there are just few people who are doing this, not all Nigeria.
Not all of them that are like
that are doing it. You understand me? And the other time I see that the FBI, in conjunction with the EFCC, has a sitting together to look at it. But when the corruption eats so deep, first thing, let us go back to our hospital where the child was born.
Yeah.
The first cry that child cries is, I'm corrupt! Corruption! Because the woman who is in labor room has everything that is being provided by the government. The cotton wool, the pad, the everything were supposed to be free at the labor room. Now in the hospital they will carry it and sell, or they will carry it to the front of the gate of the hospital. They will tell you to go and buy hand glove. They will tell you to go and buy spirit. And at the end, with a pregnant woman who the child in the womb knows that this thing was supposed to be made free for me to be used when I come to this world. After buying it and they give birth to that child, the child shall corrupt. This same child who is born in the blood of corruption, in the cabinet of corruption, in the house of corruption, this same child want to go to school. The father and the mother will have to pay or bribe the teacher for this child to get admission into primary school. This same child writes a common entrance, who have a choice of going to whether federal government college or girls college. The father or the mother will have to bribe for this child to get admission into secondary school. This child finish secondary school. This child also want to go into the higher institution to study whether medicine or surgery. They will tell you state of the university you choose is not your state. After this child have made up the cutoff mark in JAMB, requirement by NECO, requirement by WAEC, the admission will not be given. The father and the mother of this same child will also pay for this child to get admission under war, right from when this child was born into blood to become human. Everything this child has been living is corruption. And this child now finish school. Before getting a job, he has to bribe, and this child finish getting this work. What do you expect this child to do? To recover the money that the parent has spent to steal.
That's why they eventually end up in the civil service.
Yes,
and that is why eventually go up through the ladder, and when they become PAMSEC, end of story. When they become PAMSEC.
So that is why you see that the corruption, when they analyze corruption, they say this is in our DNA.
But how can we get it out of our DNA?
How can we get it out? Let's go back to the grassroots. Let's go back to what these people have benefited. Let no more paying of PTA in school. Let us reduce the price of education. Education is the most expensive thing now in Nigeria. You know why they make it expensive?
Why is that?
Because they don't want you to. They don't want you to go to school.
Yeah,
because they want their children to rule over your children. Because if you cannot afford it,
you go that fast.
Do you know Nigeria during the era of the military time? Who is your father? That is what they're doing. Nigeria came to who is your godfather. After who is your father?
After who is your father?
It become who is your godfather. After who is your godfather, it become who are you?
You yourself.
Now we are in the area of which school did you attend? That is why you can see a child who went to private government university. Are you hearing me? Or are you hearing me? A child who went to government university is looking for a job, but a child who went to private university has gotten a job. He's
creating job. No, he's not even gotten job. He's creating jobs. All the online mobile wallets that we have now working, these are graduates from private universities. So, like they be creating jobs, not even looking for jobs, not even getting jobs. They're the ones employing the ones who went to government schools.
I was talking to one young lady who happened to be a secret admirer to me.
Chai.
And she was talking and I said, she's in 200 levels of then. And they were talking, she said, ambassador. I was like, this is, it's not a matter of what I studied. There's a job waiting for me.
So whether you have the expertise.
And I laugh.
Whether you have the knowledge, whether you have the technical know-how or not.
I laugh because these same people who could have made our database to work for them to know the age, they've cleaned it, they've eaten it, and they've cleaned their mouth. You will not find any stain of oil. That is why if there's no medicine, no drug that is working for Nigeria, when you are sick,
immune system don't recalibrate.
No, because we don't do you. We are sitting here. Do you know your real age? Do you know how many affidavit have you swear?
I think I do.
Do you know your real age?
I think I do.
You don't. You only know what your parent told you.
But what they told me, isn't it true?
Yeah.
Within the day may not be true.
Because that time your aunt was supposed to cover your ear to enter school.
That your hand not be touch your
ear cannot touch your ear. They will not say it's because his hand is not long. He's actually Owigo was actually born in 1972, and they will now go and bring the birth certificate.
All right, 1972.
Now this man who was born in 1972 is now sick, and they are giving him a drug of that particular age when he's not working for his body.
Just like the guy that went for screening in National Assembly, in his CV, the date he started school was before the
WAEC result came out.
Before he was born.
Do you know these so-called politicians, these so-called leaders again now, they are not even scared of going to abroad. Do you know where they go now?
Where they go now?
They go to Ghana. When you go to Ghana, Ghana have normal hospital and have a traditional hospital, and they refuse our traditional Aba medicine to work in Nigeria. There is no Aba hospital in Nigeria. They will condemn it.
NAFDAC not registered.
They will not. And talk of anything bitters started from Ghana. And if you want to make Nigeria man to be happy with you, just tell him anything about bitter.
Washing and flushing. We go wash.
And those things are from Ghana. Do you know one particular bitters that came up and that boost Ghana and economy? Yeah. That was when Ghana CD become ahead of Nigeria Naira. When Alomo bitters came out,
yeah.
It was sold all in our trade fair. A child, a man, Alomo bitter. Have you heard that a Nigerian man is the owner of the biggest refinery in one island. And we are going there to export.
We are going there. We are exporting our crude, refining it there, and re-import. Just imagine the ocean.
Yes, now where the thing pass. And that is why late San Sultan say, one day Bushmeat go catch the hunter.
It is Bushmeat hurry up catch.
He's catching them. That is what Baba Tinubu is doing.
But they say he's doing that because he's trying to get his competitors away from the market. He has his own refinery in Malta, and they're now diverting the results into his own
private company and all that. Nobody will go see his own daughter tell am say see trailer where they come oya enter am. But I can send you a night journey. Now Yoruba people they say iṣẹ́ dé tòru làárọ̀ ọmọlọ́mọ ìjàkùmọ̀ kì í rìn dé ọ̀sán ọ̀nì abíire kì í rìn dé òru. A criminal does not work in the daytime.
Not for night.
Not for night.
And normal people are asleep.
When people are asleep. Until the day that our governors will behave like sheriff of Delta State. Oga, no. If I do well, my name will ring bell. And my family, if I don't do well, it will see stand. Oga Ifeanyi Okowa, let me do what I need to do.
I saw a video of Governor Sheriff, inspecting projects by himself.
By himself.
He bent down for ground and tell the contractor, so Oga, what's this?
Yes.
What's this? You don't put quota for your business. And he condemned it and told him this is not acceptable.
Exactly.
I don't think I've seen another governor do that.
That is what.
But Zulum actually.
Which Zulum?
They say now, Mr. Project.
Which Zulum? Zulum of Boronu. All the mindset of that time that we are shopping, they are talking of Zulu. They were shopping to find a vice president then.
And in there. With all the hype.
Yes. Are you not seeing a hype now about Sanwo-Olu? Because there's a rumor now that is going on that Baba may not go for second term. That is bringing Sanwo-Olu, and every advert everywhere on the TV. Sanwo-Olu has given us eyeglass. Sanwo-Olu has treated us. Then when it's time, if truly it happened to be truth, they will not start changing those adverts. When Sanwo-Olu was the governor of Lagos State, he concentrated on the health and the elderly people. Hope they will not arrest me because of some kind of information that people like us as an investigating broadcaster can have. Maybe they will not come back.
Preparing them for the time.
You're preparing mind. That is what we are hearing is a rumor. That this is the template that is coming on board. Though. Even at a point, I was even hearing that people now started calling Seyi Tinubu the incoming governor of Lagos State. That what is it? Sanwo-Olu is going to hand over to him, and Sanwo-Olu will come as flag bearer of APC, and he will go. And then, when you want to talk, they will not tell you, are they not youths?
Oh, Shebu
not say. And they will not come out and say, I'm a youth like you. You can come to my house. You can knock my door. Story. And I will open Story. At the presidential villa.
Where they do it. Now, there's something, right? I want to ask this question. Is it safe to call Nigerian governors wicked? Because an elder statesman of the Niger Delta extraction, Edwin Clark, in his book, he said that one of the greatest problems Nigeria has is Nigeria Governors Forum. And then that immunity clause that is on them as well. That's why I'm asking. Is it safe to say Nigerian governors are wicked?
Are wicked. Who is not wicked in Nigeria?
I'm not.
It's only you that know how you face your tummy and how you get to feed your tummy. Daddy, Dean Clark, thank you very much. The one you people have done enough, you people should let us, we the youth, continue from there. Let we the youth speak for ourselves. You people should stop. Because by the time we Baba de Clark say Nigeria governors are wicked, some governor will go and pay Baba courtesy visits, and something will drop.
I want something drop.
You are gone. Once you are broke, come out and speak against anybody. They will come and visit you.
And you're no longer wicked.
You are no longer wicked. That is why I say Nigeria is Jagudu Jera. Do you know the meaning of Jagudu Jera? Shop and shop. That is Nigeria for you.
As it made you chop, made me say
exactly.